I'm so happy today that I'm going to share with you this Albaik copycat recipe, because I would like to call it a copycat because it's not 100% Albaik, but it is 99.9% so. And it is so easy, and it will soon become your favorite in your household, just the way it became our favorite. And when I made this, so I was making this for 4 days straight because we just never had enough of it. And I'm going to use some big chunks of chicken, which was not a very big plus. It was not a good idea because I would suggest that you use medium to small size chicken pieces, boneless or with bone, it's up to you. I'm using these pieces, and I've made some very generous amounts of cuts inside the meat so that my marination would go seep into the pieces of meat and reach the bone. I have also ordered my marination syringe kit, but unfortunately it hasn't arrived yet, so I will be making my next batch with that. So today I'm just going to show you the simplest of recipes. This is the simplest yet the most delicious recipe of fried chicken that you would ever make and be very, very satisfied with. So the only two ingredients that I'm going to use for marination are a chili garlic sauce and a hot sauce. I've already shown you the sauces that I've used. And if you like, you can use some other brands, but I'm very, very happy and satisfied with the brands that I've used right now. If you can get your hands on those, get the ones I've shown, because this is a very, I would like to say, this was exactly, almost exactly like the taste that we had when we ate Albaik, which is a very, very popular brand of fried chicken. So I've marinated this. I will leave it overnight, and next morning I will bake it. And for the coating, I will use normal flour, all-purpose flour, and I will add a bit of salt and pepper, just a bit, just like a very, very little amount of salt and pepper to the all-purpose flour. And what I have to do is I will try to coat it and press firmly with my hands, and then I will dip the chicken piece into water and count till 15, as in the 15 seconds, and then I'll take it out and dip it into the all-purpose flour again and press it so that it gets a very firm coating of the all-purpose flour. And then I will let it cook in the oil over medium flame, making sure that it's not too hot so that the pieces don't burn from one side. And but we have to be very careful with the flame and the temperature of the oil. Unfortunately, I don't have those pressure fryers that they have in the commercial setup, but still we'd be able to get very beautifully glazed and golden red crisp on the chicken pieces, and this was a big success. One thing that you have to take care of is that your oil is not cold. The temperature has to be proper, otherwise the crumb coating will become flaky and it will start disintegrating inside the oil, and it will make the oil brown or black very soon, which is not good for your preparation, and it will start giving a very dark color to the rest of the chicken pieces after you're done with the first few. So then the rest of the pieces will start turning out to be darker brownish blackish brown. So you have to be very careful with the temperature of the oil, and be very careful with the crumb coating, so that when you coat it, press it tightly and make sure it's very, very nicely coated. So it's just a bit of technique, and just a bit of taking care of the oil temperature that you have to manage. And otherwise it's the simplest recipe ever, and it is a very rewarding recipe. Your children are going to love it, your family is going to love it, and if you serve it to your any guests, and they're going to love it. So it's a very, very fun, easy, and a straight hit recipe. This is very, very good recipe, trust me. So this is how you have to dip it in water after the first coating, and then you have to coat it again. And after you've coated all the pieces, you can fry them. And try not to overcrowd the pan in which you have oil. Try to cook 2 to 3 pieces at a time. And ideally, once again, I'd like to suggest that your pieces shouldn't be too big. Let them be medium to small sized, so that you get an even temperature on all sides, and they are easy to cook. They take lesser time to cook when they are smaller.